briefly distracted by clicking over onto Discord and seeing all the beachfront properties that Dixie is Airbnb-ing, dropping into the...
Yes. I'm excited. She's looking at fucking castles, though. I don't know why. She's now just like in Paris. I don't know what she's doing.
We started with beachfront properties and now we're in
What the fuck? She's dropping fucking like mansions in here. Like, Dixie, we just need something with 5 bathrooms.
Right. I mean,
and an elevator.
With like enough people, I would love to just take like a dozen friends and rent a mansion on the beach.
I've done it before for my guild back when I played World of Warcraft. Rented a home in Vegas that had like a theater and a fucking elevator and shit. It was awesome. And when this came up in the chat, I was like, oh, I would love to do that again. So I'm looking forward to this. If it can pan out.
Entire house hosted by Klaus. 14 guests, 4 bedrooms, 18 beds, 4.5 baths.
What?
Yeah.
We're not going to Scotland.
No, that's in New Jersey. What?
They have 18 bedrooms and only 4 bathrooms?
18 beds, so it looks like it says
beds.
4 bedrooms and 18 beds. So
yeah.
I
That's
assume
Airbnb, man.
Yeah,
Dr. Long's old house?
I assume that there are pull-out couches and stuff because
Yeah,
I've stayed in those houses like that. Like my grandma, when I was little, used to take my entire extended like mom side. My grandma had 6 kids, so my mom has 5 brothers and sisters, and then all of them had a bunch of children, and then my grandma used to take everybody to the beach, and we all stayed in one house. We're talking like 25 people and a bunch of little kids, including a bunch of little kids.
Lots of pull-out couches, lots of bunk beds.
Bunk beds.
This couch technically is a bed.
Right, pull-out couches. Sleeping technically on, like, and it was mostly little kids, and so when you have little kids, you're like, we'll put a tent in the living room. It's a camp out. And then, like, all your 8-year-olds are like, yeah, camping, you know? Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I remember, like, sleeping in a sleeping bag, like, in a living room, or, like, all the kids made like a blanket fort in a loft or whatever, and then we slept up there. And I am very nostalgic for like too many people in a house as a vacation.
Yeah. It's kind of a con experience too.
It is kind of the con experience.
On the floor.
It occurred to me that I don't mind a crowded hotel room, possibly because of having that was my idea of a vacation, is like too many people in a space.
I had some similar experiences as we I mean, not a Catholic family, but a Mormon family. So similar amount of children.
Yeah.
Lots of very like crowded sleepover visits and shit. Mm-hmm. But now that I'm old enough to know I deserve better, I'm like, I get top bunk.
This 111 Hollywood Street, Bethany Beach.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah, that's $15.90 a night. So
and there's an elevator.
Jack Hickman's place.
We have 10 adults coming to your house. Entire home minus an owner's closet. Oh no! Oh, it's a Bluebeard's Bride situation. You have the whole house, but never look in that closet.
You know, I think if I were renting out a property, I might have a locked closet or something where I keep the stuff that's mine.
Yeah. Is there self-check-in? I love self-check-in. Nope, no self-check-in. We have to meet Jack Hickman. One of us has to meet Jack Hickman.
We have to speak to Jack.
I like self-check-in because I don't have to like actually be perceived by anyone. Although there's so many of us coming and we're all so fucking weird that they're probably going to want to be like, hey, are you you reliable? Are you like, no, you're not a bunch of weirdos, right? We are, but we aren't going to trash your place.
Right, yeah. We are weirdos, but not like that.
Not like terrible Airbnb weirdos.
Yeah, no, we'll clean up your...
What's this one with the rainbow chairs?
I think that was like a listing of... that is just like a listing of houses for rent.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It says
Weird.
Chesapeake Bay Beachfront. Oh, let's click on it.
Yes,
Chesapeake Bay Beachfront Estate. Oh, okay. That is a place. Entire house hosted by Thomas.
Thanks, Thomas. Oh, there's 2 cribs. Who gets the cribs? Do we have any very small people coming with us?
I don't think I have anyone who's that small. This looks really nice too.
I have 10
This looks
people.
this looks pleasantly rustic.
Whoa, it's only $600 a night on the weekend that we're looking at.
Oh.
The one
Yeah.
with the rainbow. Okay, let me call that out. Rainbow chairs.
Yeah, where is this?
There's a lot of space. Oh, look at the bunk beds. There's a bed in the kitchen. This is Airbnb.
All right.
We'll just cram a bed in there.
Yes, I saw the only thing that's sort of weird to me is the bed in the kitchen.
Outdoor shower.
Yes, so you can rinse your sandy butt crack off before you get back and get in bed and get sand everywhere.
Get the sand out of your crack.
I think we just shouldn't do our intro because we're not. This is a whatever episode, technically.
I mean, we could still be like, "Hey, this is bonus experience."
Yeah, this is bonus
I'm
experience.
actually recording this
Oh,
round session.
Yeah. We decided that we didn't have enough time to like give the outline the attention it deserved.
So we
Good
decided
news:
not
if
to
Neil
have-
comes, there's a high chair and baby safety gates, so he doesn't tumble down the stairs.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Oh, Julie and I also bought bikini tops for going to the beach in the next week. And then when we got them, we discovered that mine was clearly for someone with much bigger boobies, and hers was clearly for someone with much smaller boobies. So we just switched them.
Oh, just swap 'em.
Yeah, we swapped them, and we're like, "Oh, that looks much better on you." Great. We didn't waste any money.
That's coffee.
Carbonated coffee.
Ew, no. What?
No, you burped, and I don't know. I said those words, and I shouldn't have. Do you think a carbonated coffee flavor beverage would be good?
I know that the 2 Coke with coffees that came out, the one that's just like coffee and Coke, apparently is really good.
Yeah,
But the one that adds chocolate to it is like, nah.
I think chocolate is too much. I haven't tried it. That's just my armchair assessment that chocolate plus coffee plus Coke sounds like too much. But I want to try the Coke coffee. That sounds pretty tasty.
Okay, I'm very glad that Dixie laughed at the baby gate. This is Bonus Experience. We're a podcast with a deeper look at the play experience and the finer details of running and writing games.
We are queer women who speak with authority about games. Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Cool.
We swear.
And I'm mad about it.
I'm Ray.
I'm Monica.
June completely blew out our buttholes. This was.
You should say something else.
June was quite a month, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Was that better?
Yeah, it's much better. Thanks.
So Essence Kickstarter is done and dusted. I am exhausted, and I wasn't even in charge of any of it. That was all just me hanging out, watching it. We met the stretch goal about me writing a novella for Essence, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm psyched
Congrats.
about that, honestly. Thank you. I'm already talking with Lauren and James about I'm so excited. We have no direction yet. It's not even a thing yet, but I'm like, Bethany Beach is very gay during the summer. Oh, that explains why there's rainbow chairs.
The Rainbow Chairs is not at Bethany Beach.
Oh, I thought it was.
No,
Oh,
Rainbow
it's Chesapeake.
Rainbow Chairs is on the bay, in a weird middle part of Virginia. It's not. It looks like it's a solid drive from Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Or across several bridges and or a ferry or a boat. It's in a weird place.
Yeah, it might be one of those things. It's let's all meet up at such and such place, and then get a van, an Uber truck.
Bethany Beach and Rehoboth Beach are Rehoboth Beach is like famously a gay beach. Like if we wanted to if we wanted to go to a gay place, like Rehoboth is it. You know, maybe I'll just drop that into.
You know what just hit me in like the weirdest way is I hate wearing a swimsuit. All right.
Huh?
I'm very self-conscious about my swimsuit areas. And it occurred to me that like all of the people that would be going to this, except for Neall, if Neall comes, because I understand he's it's hard to fly with a baby nowadays.
Oh my God!
All of us are like super queer. So as like I was actually thinking about like I can get a swimsuit and I can hang out with everybody else in their swimsuits and we could all be like, look at my weird body. And I got like I felt real good about that. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I got very briefly distracted. Like, you ever have one of those ADHD moments where like you have two thoughts at the same time, and then neither of them come out, and you're just weirdly silent for a minute? That just happened.
I feel that.
Entire apartment in Bethany Beach, joyful and cozy beachfront condo with unique character is what I think that says.
Character. Oh no.
Charm. No. Okay. Unique charm.
Oh, charm. All right. Charm just means it's like kind of old and small. Character means it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's fine. So are we. After the Essence Kickstarter, or during the Essence Kickstarter, or I don't know. Everyone knows about my house problems. Why is it so hot in here? Did my AC turn off? Where's my okay. Then I had a lot of fucking work to do.
Yeah.
Got my work in. I have Chaz commissioned me for something cool in Fall of Jarrah, and I'm very excited to see how that turns out. I made the mistake of actually talking about what it is, and then a couple people were like, "What?" I'm so excited. I was like, "Oh shit, am I spoiling something?" So now I'm not gonna tell anyone what I did.
Technically, you are. I mean, I know what it is because I'm also in. I'm not a regular player, but I've been a guest on Fall of Jarrah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you
technically
were aware
I
of
will
that.
be too. Like my brain, my beautiful brain.
I didn't.
Hey, turn that down. There we go. Okay. And then I got some assignments done because I'm on God. On God.
On God?
On God. I'm on God. I am writing the fiction. Like, other people are writing fictions in God, and I'm writing, like, the big fiction. And it was really tricky and really intimidating, and I finally just went, fucking here, have it, and tell me what to do. Because sometimes it'd be like that, and submitted is better than what? I don't know where I'm going with that. It's just submit it. Just turn it in. Let it be bad. Because bad and done is something you can improve as opposed to nothing. You can't improve nothing.
Yes, bad and done. Done is beautiful.
Done is beautiful.
Done is the best.
Done is something. You can do something with done. And now I have to do Dragon, but I have a whole month. I shouldn't say that, because then I'll be like, I have a month, and then like a week before it's due, I'm like, fuck! I'm on the Dragon Companion, which is very exciting. I have another project to look into with Terry. I've been thinking about just going to Terry and being like, I want to do a podcast with you. How come Monica got to do a podcast with you? I want to do a podcast. I gotta do fucking book 2 and the
Terry loves a podcast project, a short-term podcast project.
He loves a project, and he's hilarious. He's honestly really fun to talk
really
to.
Funny,
so yeah. I need to find some time to do our one-off where we just talk about the Dark Tower. Ostensibly, it would have something to do with Mage, but I think it's just an excuse to talk about the Dark Tower.
I just found a place, 10 guests, 5 bathrooms, 9 beds, 3.5 baths, Rehoboth Beach, so the gay beach.
Very gay.
Available that weekend.
Yeah.
500 a night.
Put it in the thing.
I'm gonna.
Do it.
Rehoboth is also quite gay.
Rahobosexual. I read Thirsty Sword Lesbians finally.
Oh yeah?
I finally got my hands on Thirsty Sword Lesbians, and it made me so happy. So happy. I'm fucking delighted. And I'm now like, who's gonna run this fucking game for me? It's perfect. It hits all of my it hits all the beats. Are you about romance? Are you about fighting? Are you about gayness? Have Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Yeah. We should incorporate that into our next actual episode, because
oh yes, absolutely.
when I got down to the rules about smooching, and I was like, we can't do this without talking about Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Yeah, we got to talk about Thirsty Sword Lesbians and probably Monster Hearts too, because they're the two like romance enabled games that I jump to immediately. David's like, well, who's gonna fit in a bunk bed? I will make myself fit in a bunk bed. I mean, that was my June.
Yeah.
Just a lot of work and a lot of fucking... Oh, we got our carpet replaced in the basement downstairs. The only thing we have left to fix now is that little hole in the drywall where they like bust in to fix our sump pump. But I can do that myself. I've done drywall before. It's easy.
Entire house hosted by Mark.
Dixie's Neal can fit in a bunk bed. He's not tall. And I was like, some places have cribs. Smiley face.
God. Brutal.
All right, I'm tapping out on making fun of Neal.
Okay. Are you though?
For now. I'm gonna refresh my coffee. Why don't you tell the people?
What am I telling the people
about your June? Since I just told them.
Oh,
about my
sure.
June.
I can. I don't know what to say. All right. Well, go get your coffee. June was exhausting, and I think that's maybe all I'm gonna say.
That's really it. Damn it. I'm not even done with my humor in it.
I don't know, man. I am proud of where the Essence Kickstarter ended up. I'm super excited about the fact that it had over 4,000 backers, and we're like 300-ish shy of having the same number of backers as the third edition core book.
Yup. Which is pretty fucking great considering how much goodwill that 3E Kickstarter squandered.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I learned a lot about interacting with the fans.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to like restrain myself from answering questions when they talk about like, what about this? Is this written like this? I'll be like, yup. And then someone else comes in, nope. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Ignore me. Serenity Now at Rehoboth Beach. That also looks like look at that deck.
Beachfront doesn't matter in November.
Deck. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's like, sound of the ocean and shit. But yeah, we don't need beachfront exactly.
Yeah, if we want to go to the drive to the beach, we can just drive to the beach. Also, if we go to any of the beaches that like I and Dixie and whoever else can drive to, then we at least have some cars there.
Yeah, exactly. Don't gotta worry about Ubering everywhere.
Yeah.
So July started yesterday.
It did, and I'm upset about it.
What? And nobody asked me. Started July already.
Who authorized this?
July. What's coming up in July? I am going to release my second book in July.
Yeah. Okay.
My oldest is turning 16 years old in July.
Wow. When is his birthday?
The 18th.
Okay.
It's coming up. 2 days after my brother's birthday, but nobody gives a shit about my brother. He's old enough now that he's like, I'm years old.
Yeah. I would send your son a weird gift. I would not send your brother a weird gift.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know your brother.
I mean, my brother would like weird gifts, don't get me wrong, but you don't know him.
Yeah,
so that makes it weird in the uncomfortable way.
He's not my weird phantom nephew.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, my oldest is turning 16 in about 2 weeks. He's been all about like, I want to get a job, but he doesn't want to learn how to drive. So I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, you live in a place where you need to drive, right?
No, not necessarily. We live in a pretty well-connected suburban area.
Okay.
There's actually a lot of bike access, but his bike is busted. So I would much rather fix his bike than drive him to his job every day. So that's probably what we're gonna go with. What else? The book, Dragon. I'm sure there's something else I'm forgetting that I have to do this month. That's gonna be like, I'll forget about it until the last minute and then be like, oh fuck. But my weird like methylfolate supplement has been working wonders. I'm still not interested in spending all day playing video games. I would rather write and draw, which is amazing. I haven't been in this part of my life for a long time.
That's very good.
Yeah, I'm not consuming any media is the problem. Like video games were like like people, you know, some people read, some people watch a lot of TV, and I play video games. That's how I absorb a lot of like, you know, creative juices and shit. But now I'm not playing video games. So I think I need to actually start like scheduling. I am going to read this book. This will be good for my brain because otherwise I will just sit and work and burn myself out. I really should get back to, because I was doing the artist's way for a while, and then I stopped after week 5, which is a shame because that I don't know if you remember, that was the week that's like, okay, you have to go a whole week without any media. Mm-hmm. And it hurt. It was hard, but it was good. Like it honestly was it was a really good experience. And I was like, I'm so glad I did that week and I don't have to do it again. But then I stopped. So I'm like, well, I should probably start over from the beginning, but then I'd have to do that fucking week of no media again. But I think it'd be a good thing to revisit. Maybe that'll be another thing I start in July and make like a public, like, hey, I'm gonna be doing the artist's way. Who wants to do it with me? Let's do it like week by week and do like a accountability thing. Look at this little house you just found.
Yeah.
Ooh,
isn't it adorable? It's not
oh
little.
My goodness,
it sleeps 12. It's big. Like,
oh wow, look at that.
That is not a little house. That is a big house.
Wow.
I mean, but I found just by doing all of Rehoboth Beach weekend in November, I found a shit ton of stuff that was extremely affordable.
Okay. $267 a night?
Yeah.
Wow. Because it's the off season, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is wild.
Yeah.
$267. That is wild.
Was that for the house I just posted?
Yeah. The entire house hosted by Frank and Becca. 267.
Yeah. I just
intense. Pets live on property. The owners have a foxhound named Melly that stays with them at the house where they are. Okay. Oh, okay. That's for like allergy purposes. I was like, are we gonna have a dog there? No, it's so that you can be like, hey,
it would be weird to rent your house out, not be there, but leave your dog there with strangers.
But like, watch my dog for me.
Yeah. Added benefit of renting this house. Watch my dog.
Watch my dog.
Watch my dog has by my bed energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Private entrance. Yes. Stove, oven, coffee maker.
Oh, this is
self-check-in.
I found another good one.
Oh,
I like this one a lot.
Airbnb experience.
Yeah. So I'm more okay with renting like beach houses on Airbnb than I am like renting someone's random apartment.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I'd much rather prefer to have the whole fucking place. Some people like that, like, straight up B&B feeling where they're, like, just renting a room in your place.
Yeah, I mean, like, renting a beachfront or renting a beach property, that person probably doesn't live there. Like,
yeah.
It's a place they're probably already renting out anyway.
Free Wi-Fi, 3 family rooms, so we could have 3 different games going at the same time. Gourmet kitchen! Gourmet kitchen! Gourmet kitchen! Gourmet kitchen. Comfortable brand new crate and barrel furnishings. Ooh.
I mean, if you look at the pictures, looks lovely. And there's that big old dining room table.
Easy access to restaurants and shops. The Jolly Trolley stop only 3 blocks away. Linen and sheets are not provided. A couple of these places, like, you have to actually, like, rent your sheets and shit. So that's something we have to...
Or bring them.
You would know. I'm not packing sheets in my fucking carry-on.
I mean, People who live nearby can bring sheets. Like, it's not hard to just load them.
Right.
Yeah, people who are driving can bring some sheets. It's no big deal. I have plenty. I'll bring some sheets we can use. We'll just wash them before we go home. No big deal.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out. For real. We have months to figure this out.
We do have months to figure this out. And
Wait, it's July. Shit.
Well, we do have
My
months.
ADHD time sense.
No, we have months to figure it out. We have until November. That's like 4 months.
That came from me realizing it's not March anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I was just talking about how it's July. Like, everyone has been listening to us just, like, look at Airbnbs.
I hope they like it.
This is we're planning for a coworker getaway, basically, to celebrate the fact that we're all healthy and sane and survived, and it's gonna be like, I don't know what's a good. I was gonna say the Mask of Red Death, but like we're not. That's nothing like what we're doing.
Yeah, I also know that H and some of our friends wanna do this and go to the beach, and now I know that there's so many. I'm like, no, I don't like Airbnb, but mostly because I was thinking of it as like, you rent a place someone else is in that may be full of cockroaches, and that sounds horrible to me.
Yeah, no, man,
it didn't occur to me that like, oh, you can Airbnb someone's beach house.
Oh yeah,
that they are not in.
Yeah, that's when it was in, what was it, 2019. I dragged my family on like this big cross country road trip, and for a while it was okay, we're gonna do camping and then like a hotel room when we're not, and then like in the middle of the trip we discovered Airbnb, because so many places were like you can rent out, like there'd be like these rows of vacation cabins that people had set up as, okay, you can get this through a travel agent or whatever, or you can find it on Airbnb, and renting out a whole place that's got like a little kitchen and its own bathroom and like walls so you can like separate each other, it really helps you feel like human when you're doing big trips like that. So as much as I am, pretty far fucking left in just about everything, I can't quit Airbnb, and it's awful. So yeah, that's, I'm your problematic fave. I apologize.
It's okay. It's really okay.
I want to. Y'all's shitting on being near the beach, but I know it's gonna be cold. I've lived by the beach. Of course, it was a Pacific Northwest beach, but the Pacific Northwest beaches are always cold. It's always November on a Pacific Northwest beach.
Fair enough.
Gamer commune. Oh no, Neal's back. Ah, shit. Hi, Neal. Well, this has been good.
Yeah, this has been good. Do we want to...
I've enjoyed just not having an outline, just being like, you know what?
This was 46 minutes of a cold open.
Basically, yeah. We just hang out and be like, what are you up to? I don't know what to do. There was a podcast I was listening to for a while called The Boogie Monster. I think I've talked about this before.
I don't think you have. That doesn't sound familiar.
Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone, two comedians who are buddies. And ostensibly, The Boogie Monster is talking about cryptids and, unexplained, like the supernatural shit. But 90% of every episode is them being either stoned or drunk and talking about food. Mm-hmm. So it's really just two comedians hanging out. And it's delightful. And I think about that sometimes when we have these episodes that are just us being like, I don't fucking know. I got nothing to talk about. It was a hell of a month. Give me like another week and I'll have an outline.
Right.
In about 5 minutes, I'm going to have a boy stomping down here like, you gonna make me lunch? And I have to talk to him about how to ask politely, even though he's fucking 14 years old.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Teenagers are the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Every time I'm falling into that horrible trap of, God, in a couple of years, you're not going to live with me anymore. Oh, yeah. And it sucks. Like, I don't like thinking about, oh, there's going to be a time when you're not here, because that's shitty. I love my boys.
Yeah.
But I also know that they're approaching that point when they can't live with us anymore. Like, they are soon to be adults, and they're already, like, fucking straining against that, but also don't seem to understand that other people have boundaries. You know, like, I'm not your short order cook. Your dad is not your short order cook.
Right.
So that's why I look forward to, like, someday you're going to be on your own and you're going to have to make your own fucking food. And that's going to be wonderful. You're finally going to know, oh, right, sometimes it sucks and you don't want to make food.
Yeah.
And when someone's like, make me food, you're like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids, man.
Kids.
I'm approaching this point in my life now where I'm like, I think I have one friend who is also married and has kids.
Yeah.
All of my other friends are either married, kidless, or, like, you know, outside of the heteronormative patriarchy. Like, semi-married or different definition of married and no kids. So it's kind of a weird, like, I keep thinking about, like, oh yeah, when you know, so-and-so in my friend circle, you know, when they get married and have kids, I'm like, I don't think it's going to happen. I think this is the new norm now.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like you're onto something.
Yeah. I mean, technically, even I'm in a weird situation. Like, I know when I started dating G, I had a couple of friends who were like, oh, he's got kids already? And I was like, I couldn't figure out what the problem was. Like, why everyone would be like, ooh, he's got kids? I'm like, yeah, why? It's kind of a, like, I can't be like, you're great, but let's do something about the kids. Like, it's kind of a package deal.
Yeah.
Well,
I have nothing useful to say. I mean, like, but I know a lot of people who are married and have kids, but I also know people who aren't married and have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or people who are married and won't have kids, or people who won't get married and also won't have kids, because it's just, you know, that's fucking, all of these are valid options. We're all just adults trying to find out how to fucking live our lives.
Yeah. Like, my middle sister is a single mom, and wants to be in a relationship, but has unsuccessfully done so for quite some time.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about, like, my brother married a woman with babies from a previous relationship. So for him, it's like, these have always been my kids. Like, he fucking changed diapers and shit. But then my sister is, like, the only, quote, normal one who got married and then had a baby and is now having another baby. Like, oh, look at you. Look at you. I don't know that she's doing the whole thing where she's like, don't tell anyone the gender. So I'm like, all right, fine. But she's like showing ultrasounds and shit. And pregnancy has always fucking freaked me out, which is why for a long time I was like, I'm not gonna have kids. So I really looked into, like, the best way to do it is just like, these are someone else's kids. I didn't have to fucking grow them in my body.
Yeah, someone else's kids are delightful.
Yes, I don't have to worry about my bodily autonomy, and I can still have kids. It's great.
Yep. Yeah.
But she showed me the ultrasounds, which weirded me out. But then also the joke is, in my family, for some reason, we all have very large foreheads. It's just genetic. We have very large foreheads.
Yeah.
Really high hairlines, very, very large foreheads. Her husband has a forehead even larger than hers.
That kid's just gonna be all forehead.
That kid, yeah. Every time she sends me a picture of my niece, I'm always like, look at this fucking mega mind ass looking skull on this baby. Look at this fucking balloon headed. Now she's having another baby, and in the ultrasound you can see, like, that fucking Simpsons looking skull. That huge noggin. They all have 7 heads. It's incredible. And I can joke, my sister knows, like, yep. we all know. Okay. Well,
all right.
Monica.
Ray, you know what? Hey, remember to leave us a good review on iTunes, Misdirected Mark Network.
nerdycappy.com.
Yeah.
Code bonus
BXP cast. For 10% off your order at checkout.
Follow us on the Patreon. You get some free shit. It's not free.
Some-
you get shit for $1.
Panda's Talking Games.
Panda's Talking Games is really great. Check out They're a Super Geek.
We like them.
Twitter, bonus XPcast.
Email bonus expcast. I'm Zenith Sun.
I'm Ray W. Cole.
All right. Both Twitter.
Change if you want to.
And don't break it if it's not broken. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to this, our most half-assed episode of the season. Sometimes you just gotta half-ass it. Oh, we're coming into in a couple of months, it's gonna be like our off-season, right?
Yeah. When do you want to end? When do you want the season to end? End of September?
Oh, I don't know. I think maybe this month will be the month that since I'm looking at my workload and being like, I'm not forgetting anything. I could probably take on this month. We can start talking about building up a buffer and talking about our off season and what we want to do. So all right, cool.
Yeah. We can discuss when we want to end the season officially. I figured end of September.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You usually say you have trouble starting or are busy with fall stuff or fall ennui or whatever.
Basically September is when I start to go, and I can't for some reason. We'll see. Who knows if this new methylfolate brain changing stuff ends up helping me through that? But I think it's good to just plan for that for now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Have a good day. I'm gonna go eat lunch.
You too. I'm gonna stop recording. Everyone change it if you want to. Break it. No, do thing. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Bonus Experience is written and produced by Monica and Ray. Their logo and art are by Nino Studios. The theme song is revoiced with art by Analog by Nature and is used under the Attribution Non-Commercial Creative Commons license. But do you know who could use me without a Creative Commons license? Adam Driver. Deal me 20 levels of so-called lethal damage. Essential behemoth.